NBA Straya, how are you going? Here you go. You're right, you should be. What is that, Jim? Well, it's Monday, December 1, pinch and a punch for the first day of the month. And this is NBA Straya's best and worst stuff of the day for the first day of December. Apparently it's summer. It's bloody freezing here in Melbourne. Anyway, I'm your host, James Clements, here in Larry Armour Studios. Let's get into it with, how do we start every show here? Is it with a daily some sort of, whip around? There you go. Not a giant amount of news to come out of your NBA Sunday, really. Joel Embiid is back for the Sixers after 3 weeks on the sidelines, loafing around, not playing defense. It's good to have him back. Sure. The Cavs, Cleveland. That's right. I had a couple of injury updates as well today. Jarrett Go-the-Throw-Allen's out for another week with a finger injury. He's actually got a fracture in his left hand. He's playing through that. And then he's had like this right finger sprain, and he's going to miss the rest of this week. So, a bit of a rough one for the Cavs. They're also missing Sam Merrill. He's still out with a right hand sprain. And Larry Nance Jr. out 3 to 4 weeks with a calf. Not great for the Cavs. But they do have Darius Rucker, Judy Garland back. So, I don't know, swings and roundabouts. All right, the rest of the show, let's do some game raps. Game raps really quickly from today. We had the Rockets absolutely belt the Jazz, 129-101. KD came back, didn't miss a beat. He had 25. The Celtics got one over Cleveland. In a rollicking game. Cavs came flying back at the end. Donnie Mitchell got him right back into it. Mobley. Not bad as your only big man, but they couldn't get any rebounds. It was crazy to watch. Peyton Pritch better have my money. Pritchard had 42. What a great game. 117-115. Crazy game. Cavs shouldn't have had any chance, but came flying back at the Celtics. Still lose. Raptors on a back-to-back got beat by the Knicks pretty badly, 116-94. Just a weird one. Spindles Ingram couldn't do anything. IQ was okay. Josh Hart dominated. He had 20, 12, and 7. Jeez. The Hawks and the Sixers played an absolute ripper. A double overtime game that ends up going to the Hawks, 142-134, because Jalen Johnson is a monster. Jalen Johnson is just like, he's an all-star. No problems about that. Lock. And, might win most improved as well. He is just absolute chaos. He had 41, 14, and 7. Bloody hell. Outdueling Tyrese Maxey, who gave them a chance by missing a couple of free throws. So, yeah, 44-7-9 for Maxey is the only reason they were in it still as well. He had, basically a 4-point play late where they missed a free throw after making one. He got the kick out. Paul George kicks it to him. Maxey splashes the 3. It just wasn't enough to get them over the line. Fun game, though. Thunder got by the Trailblazers, 123-115, because of course they did. SGA goes, this is looking a bit dicey. Just let me win this. Scores 10 points in the fourth quarter. Absolute chaos. Denny Avdia absolutely off his Avdiad head. 31-19-10. Bloody hell. The Thunder at 20-1. Yeah, that's not bad. The Spurs lost in Minnesota, 112-125. Julius Randle, Ant-Man. Ant-Man becomes the franchise leader in 30-point games, which is pretty crazy considering, I don't know, he's 24 and he's got 70 kids, but still. Good win for the Wolves. Only the second time they've beaten a team over 500 this year. The Grizz beat the Kings in the competition. The two one-legged men having an ass-kicking competition. 115-107. Shaquille O'Neal. Zach Edey goes off his rocker. 32-17 and 5 blocks. Bloody hell. And then the Lakers just took care of the Pelicans who didn't have anybody. So, yeah, 34-12 and 7 for Luka. The Pelicans are an absolute train wreck. 133-121. Who was our performer of the day?
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
With all respect to Denny Avdia, 31-19 and 10. He's a gun. Pritch better have my money. Peyton Pritchard's 42 points. He shot 15 of 22, 6 of 11 on threes, answering the eternal question today of did Peyton Pritchard hit 5+ threes? Yes. Did the Boston Celtics win? Yes. The correlation is terrifying. But this is probably going to go to Jalen Johnson, the double overtime game. The Hawks needed to get this one. He had 41 points, a career high, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, shot 10 of 21 from the floor, 4 of 9 from 3. Carried them. They were so good in that game. So they tried their absolute hardest to lose it, then won it in double overtime. Honorable mention to SGA with his 26 down the stretch. He hits 10 points. This basically puts the team on his back and wins them the game. Maxey's 44 was very special. Luka and Austin Reeves, the snow time Lakers absolutely causing all sorts of havoc out there without LeBron. The free throw brothers. It's like the Bash brothers, but they just go to the line because, I don't know, they're white. The tracks. Fundamentally sound, Jim. Fundamentally sound. Spud of the night.
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Spud of the night. We had a really rough Vince Williams shooting night today. 0 of 8. Brutal, but he had 7 assists. Not bad. 2 turnovers. Versus Keontae Disaster George's game. 0 of 6 for Keontae George. Jim, that's not that bad. How about 8 turnovers? Jesus. He was at minus 27 in 19 minutes. Keontae George, like the roller coaster has sort of flattened out a little bit this year. But, I mean, last, couple of years, it was like good game, horrible game, horrible game, horrible game, horrible game, good game, good game. Now it's kind of like a little bit more of the, we're just staying up here. There we go. There's the 0 of 6, 8 turnover game. Yep, cool. He might have 31, 7 and 7 tomorrow. So anyway, Russell Westbrook went 1 of 10. Oh, geez, don't call me Russell Westbrook. Then hit a shot, Russell. 3 of 13 for Jaylen Brown. He still was pretty bloody good for the Boston Celtics, where he just kind of kept getting to the line, which is nice for Jaylen Brown. And he had a triple-double, 19, 12, and 11. Good on him. Shot 3 of 13, though, on his way there. 3 of 12 for Bryce Sensabaugh, 4 of 14 for Jake LaRavia as well. And nobody shot the magic number, which is just a shame. Because, I don't know, it's like a year past, me seeing 311, basically this week. Anyway, old mate, no mates.
Old mate, no mates. Old mate, no mates.
Old mate, no mates.
Old mate, no mates.
Old mate, no mates.
Old mate, no mates.
Who's got no mates today? That would be D-Lo. I love that he's just been benched now. But also, when they played the Lakers the other day, you might remember that D'Angelo Russell and LeBron James were teammates for a while. And D-Lo and LeBron are not mates. LeBron's like flat out blanking him. It's just some great stuff. Hook that to my veins. I love it. Because I hate D-Lo so much that I'm just like, yes, I do now feel a kinship with LeBron James that we both can't stand D-Lo. Nick Nurse got flat out ignored by the refs at the end of regulation in that game against the Hawks. Trying to call a timeout. There's like a little bit of time left as well. Paul George goes the heave at the end, misses. Nick Nurse is trying his absolute hardest to get the timeout. Refs just not even looking. Absolutely crazy gear. That's a bit of an old mate, no mates. We don't respect you, Nick Nurse. You Dilbert-looking dipshit. Piss off. Maxey missing 2 free throws as well. That was a tough one. Would have sealed the deal. Misses both, and off we go. More overtimes. So that was a pretty rough one. But I mean, at the same time, he was the only reason they're in that game. So you can't get on the bus and go, oh, geez, here he is, Mr. Missed Free Throws. He's like, shut up. I had 44. What did you do? So, fair play. Pantsing of the night. Oh, Calamari Boyles. That's right, Colin Murray Boyles. Calamari Boyles, we call him. Got a 3-second call because Jalen Brunson literally picked up his dribble, counted to 3 while yelling at the refs because Calamari Boyles was just standing in the paint the entire time. He's like, I think that's a 3-second call. And the refs are like, yeah, you're right. Calamari Boyles, bang, that's a pantsing. Like, everybody's laughing at him, just going, what are you doing, idiot? He's, I lost track of time, I guess. That's a pantsing. Like, that's like, the school nerd dacking you, but the teacher's like being complicit and also pointing and laughing. Maximiliano, he got by Triple J, just yammed with his left hand. That was pretty good. My favorite, though, of the pantsings today, Maxi Kleber, hello. Blocked his own shot at the rim, like airballed a free throw. Everybody's laughing at him. Like LeBron was laughing at him. Everyone's just like, how did you even manage to airball that layup? You were free and clear. What are you doing, Maxi Kleber? He's like, I don't know. I blocked myself, yeah. Finally, better than Lonzo Ball, Bronny James, and Ben Simmons, who's a noted Instagram model now and doesn't play basketball anymore.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. Zach Edey. Shaquille O'Neal, holy shit, 32 points, 17 rebounds, 5 turnovers, but 5 blocks as well. 16 of 20 from the floor. There was a moment, he literally just stood in the middle of the floor, put his arms out, and blocked a heave from Maximiliano. and just blocked it. He was just standing there looking big. He is a menace. Oh, I kind of love it. And we end up watching a bit of the old Memphis Grizzlies here at NBA Straya because of Jock Landale. So, yeah, Zach Edey, large human, pretty good. It felt pretty unfair at times. Like, Sacramento's just like, dude, we've got Maximi Ramo out here. He's like a stick insect versus Zach Edey. Bloody hell. 32, 17, and 5 blocks. That's taken the piss. And therefore, better than Bronny James, Lonzo Ball. And, Instagram photographer, Ben Simmons, who just now goes fishing and takes the piss. Doesn't play basketball. Not literally, his Instagram doesn't have basketball on it. It's a bit weird. Australian Player Watch for today. How the Aussies go, Jim. Well, Dyson Daniels in that win over Philly, he was actually instrumental down the stretch. Very, very, very good. Missed a shot right at the end of regulation that could have won it, but that's all right. 44 minutes he played in double overtime. Did the great barrier thief. 17 points, 8 of 14 shooting, 0 of 3 on threes. You get that on the big job. 1 of 3 at the free throw line as well. 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I think that was right. That doesn't sound right. I think it was slightly different. 9 rebounds, 8 assists. There we go. 4 turnovers, 2 steals for the great barrier thief as well. Rock'em, sock'em, block'em, jock'em, Landale, the win over Sacramento, played 17 minutes. He had 5 points, 2 of 5 shooting, 0 of 1 from deep. The one that he did launch from deep looked good. It was just a little bit off. Just off to the side. You're like, oh, I hit that. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a turnover. Johnny Furphy hopefully will be back very, very soon for the Pacers. Keep an eye on that as well. Jingling Joe Ingles got a did not play super old against the Lakers. Do up, bop, bop, do up. Reef got out there for 3 minutes against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Was a -9. Went 0 of 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3, and had a steal. So that's good. But yeah, the -9 in 3 minutes is not as great. And then both Tyrese Proctor and Luke Travers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Proctor played 11 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 3 from downtown, 1 rebound, 4 assists as a +10. That's good. Luke Travers copped the did not play coach's decision. That's bad. Right, how about some game previews for tomorrow? What do we got for Tuesday? You excited? I am. Atlanta at Detroit. Yes! This should be really, really fun. Detroit at home are 9.5-point favorites. Atlanta on a back-to-back. I feel like I have to go Detroit. The 9.5, like having just played a double overtime game, it feels about right, you know? The Hawks, back-to-back, double overtime. If it hadn't been a double overtime, I'd sort of give them a bit of a chance, but Detroit look really good. Cleveland go to Indy. I'm taking the Pacers +5.5 at home there. The Cavs they take a little bit to figure out. We know that the Pacers will scrap and claw and fight. That's just what they do. If I'm going to get +5.5, I'm taking that for the Pacers, especially at home. Milwaukee at Washington. Fascinating game. The Wizards, 10.5-point underdogs against the Bucks, who have Giannis back, but aren't very good outside of that. They did get a win on the weekend. I'm going to give the Wiz a little bit of credit, +10.5. The Bucks aren't that good. The Wiz could even win this. I'm just saying. So, give me the Wiz. Charlotte go to Brooklyn after their massive comeback without LaMelo the other day. I'm going to take the Hornets -4.5 in Brooklyn. Brooklyn are a train wreck. They're playing their young dudes at least finally, which is good. Charlotte have young dudes who are better. So, yeah, we're going to go the Hornets. Clippers in Miami. Uh-oh. James Harden in Miami. Fat Man Hoop. Florida Clan. There you go, checks. The Heat are 5.5-point favorites at home against the Clippers. I think they can get this done. Between Bam, Kalal Ware, Tyler Hero, and co, I think they're too good. And you just know that Norm Powell, if he gets out there, will absolutely go hammer and tongs against his old team. So we'll go the Heat. Chicago, Orlando. It's a Vooch Bowl. The Magic are 7.5-point favorites against the Bulls. The Bulls are not very good, but 7.5, I think Vooch will have a little bit of something to say about this game. I think the Bulls can keep this close, even if they end up losing. I'll take the Bulls +7.5. That's a fun game, though. Dallas at Denver. That's not as fun. AD reckons he's probable, though, so I'm going to take Dallas +10.5. If their defense can just be a little bit of just not horrible against Denver, who are still like missing a bunch of dudes. I'll take the Dallas Mavericks plus 10.5. I still think they get their heads kicked in, but not by more than 11. Houston go to Utah. Well, they stay in Utah because that's where they played today, Jim. I know. And they beat them by 28. Will they beat them by more than 13? They're 12.5 point favorites. I'm going to say that Utah don't suck as much as they did today. One of the other little bits of news that came out was like, oh, we don't want to trade Lauri Markkanen. We want to add to our Lauri Markkanen-based core. And everyone said, is that right, Danny Ainge, who's never lied or floated stuff out there ever before. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to go Utah plus 12.5. Keontae George doesn't suck as much, hopefully. And Houston, after a nice night of clean living out there in Salt Lake City, not too many places to go party, I'll tell you. This is a Vernon Maxwell bowl as well. He's just probably going off his head about Utah right now, which is fun. I'll take the Jazz plus 12.5. And then finally, Phoenix. They go to the Lakers. 5.5 point underdogs in LA. The Lakers probably get LeBron back after resting his leg today. Luka, Reeves. The Suns, I sort of said they're a bit smoke and mirrorsy yesterday. I will give them the plus 5.5 though. I think the Suns can at least push this Lakers team on a back-to-back. I think the Lakers still win it though. Yeah, that sounds good. Good, awesome, great. That was the best and worst stuff in the NBA today. Tune in to NBA Straya every day for everything NBA. That's what we do here. Subscribe or I'll fight you. Just everywhere. Subscribe everywhere. Come on, I don't ask for too much. All right, that's it. This is NBA Straya saying look after yourselves, would you? And we'll catch you tomorrow. Later, Hosen.